Hey folks, back here again with another sample video advertising my private lessons on Skype. I'm Tristan Norton, by the way. Today I want to get into an area of guitar playing that I'm just crazy about, a style of music based around what we call in guitar speak alternating thumb patterns. So this is acoustic music. So we're talking Delta blues, country blues, music by players like John Fahey, Leo Kottke, Blind Willie Johnson. The alternating thumb is a pretty common tool in guitar playing, and it's kind of its own guitar dialect. So what we're going to do first is we're going to retune our guitars a little bit. So you're going to take your 6 strings, and what you're going to do is you're going to retune the 5th string, which would be A, tune it up to a B. Take the 4th string, which would be D, tune it up to an E. Your 3rd string, which would be G, tune it up a half step to G sharp. The rest of the strings are the same. Now what this gives you is an open E major chord, an open E major triad. So it would be like this shape in standard tuning, but you can play it now without having to bar it on the fretboard. Now the advantage of this is in this style, you know, Delta blues, country blues, they all deal with these alternate tunings. This is what we also refer to as an open tuning because it's an open chord. So with this, it's handy for slide playing. And you see these Delta players back in the day. I can get my 1 chord, my 4 chord. I have the whole chord just vertical. Great for slide. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take our thumbs. Now I'm wearing a thumb pick. If you don't have a thumb pick, it's okay. You can just do this with the fleshy part of your thumb. And I'm going to give you an introduction to the alternating thumb concept. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our 2 strings here, the 6th string and the 4th string. They're both tuned to E, an octave apart. And we're going to start getting our thumb alternating between the 2 like this. Notice that you're going to have to skip over the 5th string. So if that's a distance that you're not quite used to, just take some time to let it sink in. Start to feel that distance between the 6th string and the 4th string. Now, my other fingers, either your index or middle finger, we're just going to take one note. We're going to take the open E, the high E. What we're going to do first is we're going to line that E up with the beats of the alternating thumb. And we're going to start with the low E. So we're going to play these together, and then follow it with the 4th string E. So that will sound like this. Now you're going to line that high E up with the 4th string. So then you'll have this. Then you can also do them on both, thumb and high E together. Alright, so those are on the beat, but now what we're going to do is we're going to stagger them. We're going to get that high E just slightly off the beat. So you're going to be plucking it in between the thumb plucks. So that's going to sound like this. Now we're going to reverse that, and we're going to play the low E and and then when we play the E on the 4th string, then we're going to pluck that high string. So that will sound like this. Sorry, that will sound like this. So those two, or all of them, again, are. And the final one. So if that's pretty straightforward for you, can make it a little bit more creative. We can add in maybe 2 different notes on the high string. Something like that. Some little musical motifs. Getting a little bit creative with it. Now, what that's ultimately going to lead to, as far as actual playing, are a really funky alternating thumb blues patterns. We can get into some really interesting motifs and feels with that, especially if with the alternating thumb we want to focus on really kind of emphasizing that offbeat, that 4th string. So this is kind of where this is going. I'm gonna do a little bit of playing here with the slide and show you how this will kind of permutate eventually. Alright, well there you have it. Alternating thumb, country blues style. This is an example of a lot of the material that we can get into in lessons that I have taught to many students. Lots to explore in here, lots of really fun, rewarding stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and visit my website and send me an email to start taking lessons and taking your playing to the next level. Alright, see you later.